Okay, so let me check the output. This last another set of 10 meshes are also published. You will see there is other file got generated here. But this is fine. Now we'll focus on the next agent where I am actually using source as um, spooling directory. This one, okay. So from this Linux directory, I'm going to pick the files which is coming to this directory and then write it into mem channel, which will be going to the output topic. Okay. So then from output topic, any application can read from your Kafka topic. So basically again like similar like source Kafka you configured, Kafka sync also almost same. So like what is your topic name and what is the bootstrap server and other few properties like batch size and acknowledgement and some producer dot uh, linger.ms. I'm not sure what is this. So these properties you can set up, and uh, you can actually compress your message also. Okay, I'm just uncommenting this because why I want to actually consume this data and show it as how it works. So that's otherwise I have to uncompress using the compression techniques in my Python program, which I not done. So I just compression, but I'm just commenting out. But this is the minimum configuration which you need for Kafka sync. So you have to use org Apache Flume sync Kafka sync. Like we used Kafka source here. Similarly, we have to use Kafka sync here. So I'm just trying to do this flow. You can think of um, there is a Linux directory. Linux directory or path, right? So okay, so if we have files coming to this directory, okay, so how do you pick that file? Okay, this agent will pick this file and then write that data into Kafka topic. Okay, then if you have other application, considered to be a consumer. Any application which consumes your message from Kafka topic, it leaves consumer, right? Consumer who is going to consume message from this Kafka topic. Okay, so this is what the agent 3 does. It takes the files from here and write into Kafka topic. I written a small Kafka for the consumer which can consume the data here. So I'll stop. Okay, this already stopped. So this is our consumer program. You see our consumer program, we actually when we consume it, the message we were actually sending as a JSON format earlier. So I was using this for decode. Means the deserialize we were using a load method. So I just commented it out. and because I'm just going to send the text message, which is kind of comma separated value, and I'll just say decode and convert as a string, and I'll show it here. Okay, this is what this program is going to do. Okay, now this is pointing, or maybe the reading from, trying to consume from that output topic. Okay, there is no data now, so what we will do is now go back to start our agent. I will stop this agent. I will create this agent.
Here you written the code in PL format, right? So where you are mentioning that code actually? So in the config file or somewhere?
Which one?
A consumer file.
Consumer file is my it's just my application. There is nothing uh, nothing to do with agent. See, what agent knows? Agent knows from where the data can be picked. See, agent knows uh, external destination, which is a Kafka topic. What is a source Linux directory? That's what the agent knows. This one, just I am actually assuming it. There is a separate application which is going to just for you to show data, right? So uh, if I don't write the consumer program, this agent will write data into a topic. But for you to just show you how the whether the data is actually published here, I want to show it to you, right? So for that reason I written this program.
Okay, fine. Got it.
You understood, right? The agent knows only the source and the destination, which is a sync here.
Okay.
Okay,
So if you wanted to any modifications, then we need to write a separate code for that.
where
I mean, like the file which you showed now.
yeah,
That
so yes, uh, the agent is published data to the Kafka topic. That's it. Who is going to take the data from here? That is our we can decide. So
okay,
here
okay.
I written a simple Python program to consume the data. You can build any system, even web application also, which can read the data from that topic and show it as a visualization. That also we can do it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, got it.
Okay, now I think I'll just save this. So the agent 3 is Kafka sync. Run this. As I mentioned, you can place your agent file anywhere, and you just have to provide a path from where you want to pick that file. I'll run the agent 3. Okay, so it started, right? So there is few files here. So using agent 3 data. Yesterday I was using these files. Okay, I'll just one, two. I'll drop this roundabout. Okay, for now, node files available here. I will start. So I'll just show you this. So whatever our order details, I just kept it in this file. So 3 records I kept it here. 3 record or messages, right? When I place this file into this directory, the Flume agent 3 directory, the Flume agent will pick this data and publish to the Kafka topic. That's the idea. Similarly, I have 2 more files for other records. You understood, right, what I'm trying to do?
Got it. So I mean, like Flume is waiting for the files to come in this one in particular directory.
Correct.
So
Correct.
which is Kafka directory. I mean,
Yeah, so it is waiting for that. Once it is, if it sees any file in this directory, then it is going to pick that data and publish to the Kafka topic. Okay, so let me move this. Let me move this file first. Okay, now just look here. It has taken that file and now it is published in the Kafka topic. See so it will be there in the Kafka topic. So just to verify, I wrote this program to read from Kafka topic and show it here. You understood, right?
yes, Pari.
Yeah, and you would have noticed this in the directory which we placed. It'll just make the once it is read, it will make that file as dot completed so that it will not refer for future. So see, it's made as completed. So if we send one more file, the old file it will not read. So basically, it should not read, right? Otherwise, it will become duplicate. So,
Exactly.
so second file also picked up. Let's check this. Yeah, so the second file data also comes. Similarly, you can start publishing other files. Okay, so with this, I will wrap up for today. You can try other sources and things. You can just explore and let me know if you have any queries. So, do you have any other question?
So can you please upload this video as well? So we will take a reference and we will try to implement that.
Sure, sure. I will do that. I will also put this. You were able to take this yesterday file, right? I kept it here.
Yes, Pari.
Yeah, I kept it here. So I'll just same place I'll put this, and I will upload the video as well. Okay, all right. Do you have any other question?
No, Pari. Good so far.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll start the other component, which is Oozie. And once we complete Oozie, then we'll focus on small use case. And next week, I think Monday, which is your Sunday evening, we'll start the PySpark one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Sure.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks, Pari. Have a good night. Good
Have
day.
a good day. Have a good day. Bye.